What's up guys, it's Drac, and I've had these parts for a while now. So all of the stuff in this box basically is from Worker. Now Worker is one of the best aftermarket part suppliers for the Nerf hobby. We've got some top rails, we've got some side rails, we've got some flywheel stuff, some extended magazine releases, and just an awful lot of good stuff. But the highlight inside this box is of course this, the injection molded vector kit. Now I've used the vector kit before to build the Equinox up on the wall of fame back there. So I thought, like, why not finally get this out of the box and into a blaster so that it could really work and make something super duper cool. So let's do it. Let's make something very special. So I try and explain this every time I feature it in a video, but if this process seems mysterious or magical or complicated to you, or any combination of that, I do have a full tutorial on how to do it without a professional workshop. This is a very simple setup in my backyard. Obviously it's just a Walmart storage container and then all of the materials that I use, and that tutorial will be linked at the end of this video. It is seemingly daunting and you'll definitely mess some stuff up the first few times, but let's be honest, if I can handle it, then just about anybody should be able to do it. It's very cool and the results are certainly worth it. Man, these storms recently have been pretty bad down here. However, this is pretty good. So, this is the inverse. The inverse is obviously designed to be kind of a parallel to the Equinox. That's why it has the same battery door, however in white. This is black. The hydrographics film is a darkened black skull film over the white base coat of enamel. It is pretty sweet. So we left the vector kit black. The vector kit always makes things look good, and we left the jam door off because I thought that it would look better that way. Now this blaster is already spoken for. It will be given away to a Patreon supporter this month, which is awesome. This kind of gives those of you that don't support me on Patreon a feel for the kind of things that happen over there. So it's got all of the awesome logos that Avery of Custom 3D Nerf does, and of course it's a full build underneath a 2K clear with the hydrographics and the works. Some kind of funky cure happened underneath the 2K, but that kind of just gives it a more corrupt look. It's definitely the darker version of the Equinox. So it's the flip side. Thought very seriously about calling it Solstice, but it is not like summer colors or anything. I threw a Worker 22 in. The muzzle device is black. I will be adding orange tape to that before I ship it. I really just like the vector kit. It's got a great foregrip. The stock is super duper comfy. This is of course a Worker stock, and it's the folding buffer tube, so it goes like that SBR style and turns into kind of a pistol mode. However, I prefer it in a fixed length variety. Currently has a Magpul fixed length stock on it. That means that this one doesn't move. You lock it in with this lock nut over here, and once it's at that length, it is at that length. So this is very comfortable for me. I'm very happy with how this one turned out. I think that the Drac logos are subtle, and I like making parallel blasters to other work that I've done. Inside is currently my 2S graphene just powering this monstrosity so that we can go ahead and do this. Oh, wet darts, why do you have to do me this way? So, as cool as it looks with the Worker 22, it looks way more tactical with the PMAG in it, and the release there is easier on account of the grip. But a really hot build. I'm very happy with how it turned out. and I can barely see anymore because my goggles are fogging up in this really humid storm weather. But a super comfortable blaster, a very tactical blaster, almost too dark for outdoor play, but just a really cool, like, tier 1 Drac build, and I'm very pleased with it. I hope that the person who gets it on Patreon enjoys it. For those of you that want to kind of see behind the scenes and see more of what I do, like in progress pics and such, you are welcome to support me on Patreon, and then once a month I give away a blaster of, in my opinion, very high quality from my workshop, or a like blaster from the past. And so this is just a small taste of that, but my Patreon will be at the end of this video and then in the description box below. This was a ton of fun. It was a great build, a good way to round out a can of 2K clear. And I mean, it's just tough to beat. Like, all the worker tactical kits really deserve like modded special blasters that blend in with their colors, and I think that we accomplished that very nicely. So this is Inverse. It is the parallel or the flip side of my Equinox blaster, and it's going off to be with somebody else, so maybe it'll meet Equinox again someday in the future. But in the meantime, I'm going to get in one good battle with it, and that video will be coming soon. So stay tuned, stay subscribed, comment down below who you think I'm going to battle with the Equinox versus the Inverse, because I don't think that anybody will guess it. First person to guess it right, I'll pin your comment. How about that? Thank you for watching. Much love. Nerf on. Drac out.